Good morning, KU. My name's Nathan, and today I'm joined here with Justice.
Sorry, for a sec I forgot. I'm used to the KU Gamer, but we'll use Justice today.
My bad. I forgot who I'm hosting with today.
Hey,
Sorry
that's
about
okay.
that.
That's okay. That's okay.
But,
we learn.
Yeah, right. Well, Mr. KU Gamer, we're in the final stretch here, right?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I mean, luckily being a journalism student, we don't really have much, finals or anything, but pretty big projects are coming up.
Too many projects on the way.
I'm so bad at balancing my time. There's just something I can figure out, There's got to be something I can do where I can dedicate time, but instead I focus on gaming.
Yeah, no. If I was as good as I am at procrastinating as I am at doing my actual work, we'd be fine.
But, that's
here we
for
are.
Sure. Do you have any study habits that you have, or something to help anybody out?
What helps me recently is I've been going to Watson.
Yeah.
I just go to Watson down to the stacks. Mm-hmm. I just find a little corner for myself, and I essentially force myself to do the work.
Yeah.
If if I'm out there, then I just won't do it at the house.
Yeah, my method is definitely procrastinating as much as I can. When I get super nervous about my assignment, that's when I do it the best, I think. Mm-hmm. So.
You know what? Yeah, it's the extra pressure that gets you that A, right?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Well, I know we have a wonderful show today. We got a lot planned.
Yeah, definitely.
There's definitely one segment I think we're all super excited for.
I think so as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have a couple summer plans coming up, and one of them is definitely video gaming.
Oh yeah, well, talking about video games today, I'd like to talk about one in particular. Today we're going to be talking about Rocket League. Have you played Rocket League?
I did right when it first came out, and then a little bit over again during quarantine with some friends.
Sure. Well, even through quarantine, a lot has changed. So Rocket League is a very unique game. It takes a very popular sport that people may know a little bit about, soccer, and it has an incredible spin on it. It was released in 2015, and it utilizes cars instead of people to play soccer, and the game modes are called Soccer. I'm not making it up. That's the actual game mode. It's called Soccer, and they use unique field styles so that you can use the walls, you can use the ceilings, and you can use the backboards. I don't know if you ever got into that, because when the game first came out, it was kind of weird. Not a lot of mechanics were in the game.
Yeah, I remember riding up a wall once or twice, but all the other stuff you're saying is kind of news to me. Yeah.
Usually you ride up the wall, you kind of fall off, but now people are doing crazy stuff.
Right.
But more about the game itself. There was a game released quite a while ago. It was called SARP, and SARP stands for Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket-Powered Battle Cars. And essentially, that's the car that you're going to be using. It's rocket-powered. You can blow other cars up if you hit them at supersonic speed, and you can fly through the air, and it's amazing. The cars give the player the ability to, again, fly through the air and kind of do these unique styles. You can float up to the ceiling and do something called a flip reset, which gives you another flip through the air, allowing you to hit the ball. It's pretty cool. It's very hard, and it's very challenging. I'd say Rocket League is definitely a more mechanically gifted game. You've got to put a lot of time in it. It takes a lot of practice before you can do these flip resets. I started off playing, I was in bronze and silver lobbies for about 2-3 months before I even saw gold, and now we're up in champ. But it took us a little bit while.
I could barely play FIFA, so adding a car into that element doesn't sound.
It's a lot harder than using your feet somehow. So COVID-19 actually was a huge boost for this game. During this time when we were all quarantined, we were all locked up, the game really took off. It gained a lot of popularity. A lot of people started playing it because they knew that it was going to be, soon it was going to be a, cross-platform implemented into the game, which allows PC to play with console and different consoles to play with the other one. So like PlayStation could play with Xbox and all that. But ironically, originally the game was not released on all of these platforms. It was actually only released on PlayStation initially with PC, because SARP was a PlayStation exclusive game, and they didn't really shift that along to the other games until around like 2018 or 2016, I believe, is when is when they moved that over to Xbox. And then
Gotcha.
around 2020 was when they did the whole free-to-play. 2019, it was September 2019 that they allowed the free-to-play to happen. And that was the biggest surge that Rocket League had. That's when we saw a lot of streamers coming out and just trying it out. Even though these streamers were only silver, it was a very dense Twitch platform. So a lot of people started playing it. That being said, it has boosted the esports competition. And my favorite thing is watching esports. I love it. I think you have the best athletes, e-athletes. You have the best e-athletes performing these fantastic shots and different passes, and it's insane. I don't know if you've ever seen these people flying through the sky like that.
I have, yeah. I've watched one game or two, but yeah, I just seen them start to zone in on their computer and really get in their elements. Just so interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's crazy. These people, I mean, they get like right up in the screen. It's bizarre. Their eyes, I don't know how they do it. But Psyonix is the developer of Rocket League, and they try to do as much as they can. With a game that was released in 2015, a lot of people kind of complain that the game is getting a little bit stale, that there's not a lot to do. So what Psyonix does is they try to implement different limited time game modes to spice things up a little bit. They also do a lot of cosmetic changes. So I personally really love the Octane. I use the Octane a lot, which is the car design that is probably the most common, but it's also the most efficient, easiest to use. The hitbox is very easy to master.
Definitely.
Did you have any car that you really loved?
There was this one minivan. I don't like, it was awful to play with, and I hated it.
The
but
Merc.
Yeah, the reason is my friends would always like get on my case for choosing it. So I was like, you know what, might as well just go for it.
Yeah, the Merc is kind of a BM car. You use it to demo a lot of people because it has a big hitbox, so you can hit those cars a lot easier.
My goal was not to make goals, but to destroy cars.
Oh yeah, we love those demos. Yeah. So the cool thing about Psyonix, and something I really think is awesome, is that they bring in a lot of movies, and they kind of try to relate to the players in a sense outside of the game. So, for instance, there's, I don't know if you've seen the Fast and Furious bundles or the Batman bundles, but I'm a big Batman fan. So I was one of the first ones to buy the Batmobile. It's a beautiful car, and I used it twice. It's not a good car, but it looks good. But yeah, so I mean, Rocket League is this outstanding game. It has so much, it still has room to grow. There's so much that you can do. It allows for competition. You can play it for fun. You can do almost anything you want with it. Is there anything else you have to say for Rocket League in general?
Rocket League? Just that I'm excited to play it this summer.
Yeah, see, just hop on. It's free to play. Takes 20 minutes to download. You know, quick game. It might be hard at first, but it's a lot of fun, and you definitely got to give it a try. And I think that's all for us now.
Yeah,
I was real happy to talk to you about Rocket League.
No, I love
and
talking
share
to
some
you.
things
I was with the
about
KU Gamer today.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back right after this break with some news.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is Mr. Simon. Yes, Justice Mike Simon. What?
Hey guys, I'm home.
I can't believe it. He promised me two things. Wear a seatbelt and don't text and drive. I said, is that too much to ask? And he said, Dad, I promise I'll never do that. I can't believe it. And now he's dead.
You're so stupid.
Why can't I just be smarter, man?
They're gonna be so disappointed in me.
This is way too much.
This is just too much.
Why can't I just be smarter?
They're gonna be so disappointed in me.
I am so
Why can't I just
stupid.
be smarter?
I'm not even gonna pass.
I should just stop now.
I stand.
I stand.
I stand.
I stand up to bullying.
1 out of 5 students report being bullied every year.
70% of students report having witnessed bullying.
Don't.
Don't. Stand by.
Stand up. Up to bullying.
Together, we can put an end to bullying.
For more information about how you can prevent bullying, go to kansasagainstbullying.ku.edu. Don't stand by. Together, we can make a change.
Welcome back. I'm Walker, and this is your Thursday Good Morning KU News Update. Incumbent French President Emmanuel Macron defeated far-right challenger Marine Le Pen in Sunday's national election. This is the first time in French history that a governing president was re-elected as a majority leader. Macron won 58% of the popular vote. Two high-ranking U.S. officials visited Ukraine earlier this week as a major show of support. Both Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin met with President Zelensky in Kiev. The move comes at the same time as an $8 million aid package from the United States. The longest-serving Republican in Senate history died this weekend at the age of 88. Former Utah Senator Orrin Hatch served 42 years from 1977 until 2019. He was known best for sponsoring the American with Disabilities Act and voting against the Equal Rights Amendment. This year's military-friendly schools survey results are out, and KU ranks 5th in the nation among Tier 1 research institutions. More than 1,800 schools participated in the survey, which uses public data, sources, and survey information. KU has ranked as a top 10 school since 2018. For the third time this season, an activist fan ran onto the basketball court at a Minnesota Timberwolves playoff game. Direct Action Everywhere, an animal rights organization, claimed responsibility as part of an ongoing effort to get owner Glenn Taylor to return factory farm bailout money he has received. And for more in sports, let's toss it over to Italia.
Thanks, Walker. The baseball team split a midweek series at the Air Force Academy. The Falcons won Tuesday's game 18-8, but the Jayhawks rebounded with a 13-9 victory yesterday afternoon. KU is now 17-24 overall and will host West Virginia this weekend at Hoagland Ballpark. The softball team beat North Texas 9-4 on Saturday afternoon. To end a 6-game losing streak, the Jayhawks are now 15-28 on the season and will host the #1 team in the country this weekend at Arocha Ballpark. The defending national champion Oklahoma Sooners are 39-1 this season. The tennis team upset Baylor 4-1 in the first round on the Big 12 tournament this weekend in Fort Worth. In the next round, their luck ran out and the Jayhawks fell 4-0 to #2 ranked Oklahoma. If the Jayhawks advance to nationals, the tournament begins May 6 at neutral sites. Senior Alexandra Emelianov won the discus with the second best throw in KU history last week at the Michael Johnson Invitational at Baylor. She threw 198 feet 6 inches and was named Big 12 Conference Athlete of the Week. Junior Evero Johnson also picked up a gold medal with a 4:27.79 finish in the 1500. More accolades for the track team as head coach Stanley Redwine was announced as the head men's coach for the U.S. track and field national team at this summer's World Championship in Eugene, Oregon. This honor comes after Redwine served as an assistant coach for the Team USA at the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. The Jayhawks will host the Rock Chalk Classic on Saturday. This will be the only home outdoor meet at Rock Chalk Park of the season. Field events begin at 10 a.m. and running events will start at 4 p.m. That is it for today's show. Be sure to join us here next week for the final show of the semester. Have a great day.